Hello everyone, and welcome to a tutorial I am doing on how to customize your car in iRacing. Lately I've been doing a lot of paints for people who I actually don't race with, and most of them are new and they don't know how to take care of their numbers or their wheels or even know how to access iRacing's paint program, which is where you got to put your number. This is what we have to do for it. I'm going to start out with trading paints first because this is the important part where you actually go and put your car. When you go in to do your car and you have something to upload and you're getting it from somebody else, this is where you would end up going. You go to choose a paint, and we're going to use the Silverado as an example. Go to choose a paint, choose new paint, and then upload personal paint. If you got this from and select file. If you got this from somebody else, they're going to send it to you as a TGA file. Put it in a location, whether it's the download folder or something else, like I do here with the new volume D. Here I go to iRacing, and all my car templates are located right through here. I can go over here to CW Silverado 2015 Silverado, for instance, and choose one of the trucks. The one you want to choose, of course, for inputting here is the TGA file. I'll go down here to the one I've already got in, which is my steampunk one I use for the Car Keeper series. It's this one right here. You can see I made a PNG file of it. There's the PSP file. The PSP file is what you use if you want to add on to onto the program later on, like a banner or something like that. So when you want to custom paint, having a PSP file is ideal because not every TGA file is going to be the way you want. The Xfinity Camaro, for instance, all of them actually, the Mustang, the Camaro, and the Camry, will make the layer disappear, and all you'll see is the cowl. But in this case right here, we want the TGA file. Click on that. It's going to load up. And then you click on OK once it's done. Now, if you're in another series like I am here with the Randy's Rap Super Speedway series, which is now Car Keepers, I would select the paint from that and choose that one there. Then my two teams, Musketeer Autosport and Redline Racing, I do as well through here. Now, once you get that done, this is how you end up uploading your paint. You don't have to go to publishing your work. That's for people who actually make the paint and want it seen. The one that you're concerned about as a driver is here. If you're not pro, the only one you're going to see is this one right here. That's the only one you're going to see. These others are not going to be there if you're not pro. Now, on to the iRacing. This is important. Once you get the car uploaded, you can go to your practice by yourself and put it on the track, just like this one here. But remember, right here you can see this is your view of available cars. This is the one that's right up now, and that is the default. To get rid of the default tires and the default numbers, you want to try to match it up with the paint scheme that you already have. So you go to Account. See how it has it there? Page down until you get to Customize Paint Schemes. And then you go to Customize Cars. Click on it. And you're going to see all the cars that you own from in alphabetical order. All the Aston Martin, the Audis, the BMW. In this case here, we want the CW Silverado right here. There's the Tundra. So you click on that. You don't have to download the car template. That's only if you're going to paint it. The key now is the wheel and these swatch pads right here. If you want to change your number, it's this one right there. You want to be able to put your number on there, whatever it's going to be. If you want to change your font, it's this one right here. And if you want to change the direction which the layers lane, it's either normal, left, right, forward, or backwards. I always choose either right or left. If you want to put a sponsor on for people who can't see your car, some people don't use trading paints, and sometimes they can't be seen in broadcasts. Now, and I use Virtual Racing School 2 and NASCAR Hall of Fame. Now, the car template, unless you want to change it, because you're not going to see this out on the track unless something's going on with your paint scheme. And Trading Paints is known for having some issues with their cars. You're going to be leaving these alone for the most part. The swatches are here. Okay, so as you click on them, they're going to change. The car number is important. For most race series, if they're being broadcast, sometimes the broadcast team, when they run their ticker, can't see white numbers. So I always tell everybody, use a shade of gray or an off-white. You don't want to use the straight FFFFFF. So I always use a straight shade of gray. The second box, these two, first of all, are going to determine your pit sign itself. The first one is the number. The second one is the board itself. If you want to be able to see your pit board, you need to use a light shade and then a dark shade. This third one isn't going to matter. And you can see the changes here on the side too. So if I ended up changing this to white, for instance, that 23 over here would end up getting whiter on this. The second box is your outside line. The third box is the inside line, like right here. You can see the brown in between the black and the gray. But that's not what's important as far as letters go. It really doesn't matter all that much. It's these two right here that determine your pit board. So if you want to see your pit board, you need to make this light and you need to make this one dark. This one here usually is the color of your primary color of your car, whether it's blue, red, pink, orange, yellow, whatever. You want to you can make that anything you want. So if I wanted to come over here and change that to red, I could. But I'm keeping this the same because that's the number I use for this. Now, Photoshop and PrintShop Pro both have ways where you can take your numbers and put them in here. I can show you that here on PaintShop Pro. This is Trey Bass's car. So if I wanted to go over here and go over to his blue, for instance, I'd click on the blue, double click on this, and it would tell me right here what the number is. That number is going to correspond to what you're getting in the paint program of iRacing right here. This is where you'd end up putting it. So that would be your other color number there. The same goes with your wheels. Once you change something, it's going to ask you to save it. There's going to be a big red bar right here. So if I ended up changing to 66, we'll put 56 just for that. You can see how that ended up popping up. You'll want to save it. If you change it back, the bar goes away. Go to your wheels, and this is where you would end up putting whatever you want for your color. In this case here, that's just the one I want right there. If you want to change it and you wanted to go all black, you drag it down. So that's how you change different aspects of your car inside iRacing, and it's something you need to do if you change your car as much as I do. And a lot of other people do it as well. But you've got to remember to change your wheels and your car numbers. Leave these two alone, change the third one, and then change your wheels. One thing I always prefer to do is, and it's a preference, you can do it if you want to or not, I use chrome because it looks shinier on the track, especially during night races. So that's what you need to do as far as getting into iRacing. Thank you for listening.